It's Nolan. Now, before we get started, make sure y'all hitting that like button. Make sure y'all sharing it on your respective platforms. Let somebody know what we're doing today. Now, let's get into the show. Please take it as a warning. I've been sitting dormant. Took a break from booking my performance. Young Nolan was on it once upon a time. Open my destinations. Used to check the rhyme. Q-tip in the ear. Let me say this clear so you fuck niggas hit me. You niggas suck. You ain't near me. I'm making bucks so I could duck the inquiries. My flow the truth. I can't trust in your theories. These rappers lying now. 6 million ways to demise. We got them dying out. Crying out. What is it your life about? Sincerely, I've been dedicated. Building reputations. Rising expectations. Look at me. Fighting my temptations. I've been serenaded plentifully. My imagery lyrically made with symmetry. I've been hard. Killing niggas out the family tree. I feel like Benoit. Used to educate them at them seminars. Now it's all about me. Shining when I'm grinding. I take my talents to South Beach. They voluntary mouthpiece. I turn it down when I turn around to be flirting for service. Buffing my crown. Bitch, I'm good on my own. I got a wife and a son in my home. So get used to rejection. If any niggas say my name, hope you use protection. I cross niggas for the fun of it. Who's the pedestrian? Burn your canals just to get to the root of my questions. Oh no. LeBron body. I'm all-star. Hard body like porn star body and all y'all. Airplane on my phone calls. Fuck all the small talk. Press a button. Your life rerouted like it's the OnStar. If you been yearning for the real, y'all should have been said it. These cowards would have been dead. Let my win set it. What's going on, beautiful people? It's the kid J Nolan here. Welcome back to another episode of Inside the Industry, your number one source for music, entertainment, commentary, and breakdowns. Hope everybody's doing well out there this evening. In this video, we're going to be getting into the issue between Rayvon, Rory, and Mal, and more specifically, Demaris from the Rory and Mal podcast. All right. Now, y'all know all of this really stems back to Mal specifically. The coverage that Mal has done regarding the Kendrick Lamar Drake battle, right? And really just taking whatever Drake gives him, anything remotely favoring Drake, Mal is going to ride that till the wheels fall off. So there's been a lot of that. We saw DJ Head go on their podcast and they had a whole debate about the battle and things surrounding the battle and all that stuff. We don't got to like rehash all of that. But we also saw Rayvon sit down with Rory and Mal. I believe that was during the BET Awards this year, right? So they were able to clear the air and just kind of let everything be known that it's not personal. It's just content. It's clicks and views. It's entertainment. Nothing beyond, right? So Rayvon went on effective immediately with DJ Head and Gina Views and basically told them why he sat down with Rory and Mal to clear the air, see what type of timing they was on, you know what I'm saying? Because, of course, they are in L.A. or they were in L.A. He rose up, and they had a pretty cool conversation. I mean, we've seen the footage when it came out. They definitely had some moments in there where Ray was saying that they was glazing and stuff like that. And they had, banter. It wasn't nothing to be taken like super serious. But, the clip surfaced online this week. And Demaris from the Rory and Mal podcast, she decided to go ISO. All right. Rory and Mal wasn't tripping, but Demaris herself was. All right. So let me go ahead and pull up the clip of Rayvon first, and then we'll get to the other issues that stemmed after this. All right, Rayvon on the Effective Immediately podcast, speaking about his appearance on the Rory and Mal podcast.
To just talk about this.
I went in, not to cut you. I went and sat down because I'm like, I want two niggas. When I sat down, that was so strategic of me because I'm like, yeah, no, I want two niggas to sit in front of me and talk crazy like you talk.
Did you tell Ma he was you like the way he was built?
I hate the way he's built, but that's not my like. You know what I'm saying? Like that's
still trolling.
That's not my fucking. That's not my call. But I really went over there to be like the energy to see if the energy is the same as it is online. It is not, and then you know what I'm saying. But it wasn't like when we had a conversation. It's like it's.
But you know what I had to realize, bro, and this is something that I also had to understand because that's not the world I come from. It's like, it's content. I just learned that last year.
Facts. That's what I'm saying.
Like, what you mean? This is just content.
Yeah.
Like,
but exactly.
And then it's like, y'all this is just content.
Yeah.
Okay.
And when you see it, it's like, oh, all right, for sure.
I'm a fan of WWE, so I get it. Now I get it.
So I'm like, oh, but that's what I'm saying. It's like finding out magic ain't real. You're just like, oh, for sure, this is this, and this is this. Cool. I just need to learn how to play the game better. Correct. Because maybe I'm working too hard because I'm taking all this shit personal.
No, I'm not going to give the podcasters that. No, in rap, yes, it's content. But a nigga not finna be able to just sit on a motherfucking mic and talk crazy. Like, fuck that.
True, but I'm saying, but like, he gonna do that regardless. What I'm gonna do? I'm not crashing out.
No, don't crash out.
But that's what I'm saying. I'm like, so.
But it still got to be.
When
some
I go
sort of
sit
respect.
down, it's like I'm sitting down because I'm like, I want to see if the energy is the same. Because I'm the same nigga everywhere I go. I'm not no super. I'm not that. I'm the same nigga in person every time you see me. Mm-hmm. I'm funny, but I'm not playing. I don't move like that. I move with integrity. So what was you saying?
Yeah.
And that's how it turns into. But it's not me coming at him like that. It's like me coming to you like, yeah, how you doing? Mm-hmm. If it's this on the internet, when you see me in person, let's have a real conversation and see if the energy is the same. And that's it. If it's not, then I could play this game with you all day.
Yeah.
If it's real, then if we don't interview over. It turns into something else. It's like, and you heard, I'm like, oh, on and off camera, I'm ready to do whatever the fuck it is. And it's like, oh, we don't have to turn it. I know that, but I'm just saying I'm prepared for that. I would rather it not because it's content. Mm-hmm. So that's all it was. It was me going over there and be like, okay, well, it's not. So it's just like, oh, cool.
Yeah.
I understand that we're in an era where.
All right, so that's Rayvon. And I seen some people have like mixed reviews on, I guess, the wording that he used as far as like seeing if it's the same energy or whatever. I think some people felt like he went over there, or he's making it seem like he went over there on some gangster energy, but he just said it. If you listen to the entire piece, he said, I'm not no big gangster. I ain't just trying to roll up on you. And you know what I'm saying? But I am the same person. So I am going to, he said, I'm going to approach you like, hey, how you doing? But I want to see how you respond to me. I think that's just man shit. Like, not even just man shit, but just like human being shit. Like if somebody is one way online and you happen to see them in public and you know, you've seen some things maybe that you weren't all that crazy about, that you felt like, okay, this person really be kind of popping it a certain way, or they're talking about people that you like or that you're associated with or that you fuck with, or in his case, that he makes money with, who found his career. So yeah, he would, I don't see why he wouldn't say, hey, what up? And see how they're going to respond, because at that point, the ball is in their court to say nothing. They could look at him and look away. They could say, what up, nigga? Rory wouldn't do that, but Maul could have been like, what up, nigga? What's popping? And it could have went one way. It could have been a fuck out of here. And he would have known what type of, you know what I'm saying? Like once he introduces himself, it's now on them to initiate how they want to, I won't even say initiate, but for them to determine how they want the conversation to go. Is it cool? Is it embracing? Is it smiles? Or is it, who is you? You know what I mean? And then, of course, they said that Joey Badass whooped his ass on the mic and all that shit. I'm not one of those people. I feel like they had a good battle. I really don't give a fuck about who you say won or lost. I'm not all that interested in it. I think both of them dropped good records and it was entertaining. But I want both artists, as in Joey and Rayvon, to be successful. I want them to continue to put out good music and you know, try to carry the torch as far as they can, being younger guys, not necessarily the young guys, right? Because they're in their 30s, but they're, you know, a generation like removed from the guys that are above them, right? So they talked about that. Now, after this hits the scene, once again, Demaris decided to snap off on Rayvon. So here's what she had to say about the situation.
clear about what we're talking about. I'm not gonna say no. I'm not saying names.
Okay,
I'm not saying names and no free promo. I'm not giving you. No, let me tell you, I'm not giving nobody else no more free promo. No more free promo around this bitch. Because I done came out and said to y'all, hey, let's be unbiased about certain things, regardless whether y'all think that Maul is biased when it comes to Drake. He's admitted his bias when it comes to Drake. That is what it is. That's his friend. That's my nigga. We let that rock. Whatever. But when it comes to people who have straight shitted on Maul, had little mediocre raps about Maul, we done came and gave niggas props. We done came out here, been unbiased, judged the whole
Now I gotta say, how you go give niggas props if you thought it was mediocre? That's all I'm saying. I'm stay out.
That whole fucking New York versus West Coast battle. We came out here, we were unbiased. We gave niggas props. We linked niggas fucking diss tracks. We said, yo, go check this out. Go listen to this, all in the name of hip hop. Mm-hmm. But for people to go on platforms and to still stand on bullshit business, tell lies about the way that certain things went down when they were interviewed, that's lame as fuck. Because we never had to mention you. You mentioned niggas hundreds of times for attention, and we never had to fucking mention you ever. Like, let's really talk about shit. Niggas gave you props, niggas gave you a platform to talk, niggas did all of that. And you still circled back and did some lame ass shit that's disrespectful. It's corny as fuck, and it tells more about you than anything. You too old for shit like that. Niggas might not know how old you are. You too fucking old for shit.
He lies
like
about
that.
His age, so
you too old for shit like that. That shit is corny as fuck. God, and I'm tired of y'all sitting up here. How long she been
cooking, Pete?
I'm tired of y'all sitting up here. No, because y'all give a lot of niggas props that other niggas in this media space don't do. Y'all give platforms and spaces to smaller artists, whether y'all like them or not, whether they put little corny disses out about y'all or not, and y'all don't have to fucking do that. Niggas could talk about y'all all day, say Drake glazing shit all day, corny shit all day, but y'all are still real as fuck and give niggas props when props is due. I swear to God, the next time y'all do that shit, I'm knocking over all these fucking black magics. We not giving nobody else no more fucking free promo. Mm-hmm. I'm over that shit. I'm done.
Welcome to my party, baby D.
All right, so that's Demaris. She went ISO. Rory and Maul really didn't have much to say, especially Maul. And something kind of tells me the reason why Rory and Maul didn't really have much to say is because they don't necessarily feel the same way. That's how I'm taking it. I don't think they're taking that piece from Rayvon personal. I think they may feel, like, hey, maybe he's putting, they could probably feel like he may have put a little extra A1 sauce on the steak. You know what I mean? As far as their perception of what that engagement, that introduction, that whole situation was. And maybe I should try to go find it since we're talking about it. I'm not going to watch the whole interview, but I may go find some of it. You know what I mean? But she really took it personal, right? Because she feels like they give a lot of people chances, even people that diss them, say Maul's a glazer. I mean, come on, man. I don't even use the word glazing. That's not part of my real lexicon or anything like that, but Maul definitely has been doing the most for Drake for the past year. It would be a lie to say that he isn't. So much so that he's actually yelled at the people in this room in a way that I don't think too many people would tolerate. They certainly didn't like tolerating it when Joe used to do it to them. But now he's turned into the one screaming on people on behalf of Drake. I've never seen Maul become that passionate. I've never seen Maul raise his voice and get irate other than when defending Drake. So if people take note of that and say, hey, something is odd here, I don't think anyone is outside of their jurisdiction to state that. Okay? But that's what she had to say. She says, no more free promo, no more of these motherfuckers that's dissing y'all coming up here, y'all shaking their hand, promoting them. We didn't have to cover that battle at all. I beg to differ. I don't remember what was going on so important in hip hop that y'all were gonna talk about much else at that time. Y'all are a New York-based podcast. That was one of the only times in the last half a decade that New York has mattered enough for y'all to even have a conversation about New York rap. So let's be real about that as well. That y'all needed to talk about that situation. Y'all needed to champion Joey in order for your section to even have a champion remotely. All right. And that's my son co-signing my words in the background. Go fucking figure. But yeah. But that's not against Demaris personally, because I don't have nothing against Demaris. I think out of Rory and Mal, she's a good balance on the show. A lot of the time she says some things that are much needed. And maybe she feels like she's lighting the fire under their ass that they need in this moment. Right? We'll continue. So after Demaris went on her rant, we get a response from Rayvon. Here's what he had to say.
Yo, what's the deal? I'm just getting on here to address this shit. And do this shit real quick, real brief. Boom. Rory on show, the shorty on there, I don't know your name, and I don't mean no disrespect, because I don't know your name. The one who was like crashing out over nothing. Y'all gotta get it together. Y'all gotta really, really, really get it together.
Now we know you knew Demaris' name. You know Baby D. You ain't gotta do that. You know Baby D. All right? I'm unbiased as I could possibly be. I don't have no dog in this fight. But you know Baby D.
I know the narrative is like, oh, his age, like this nigga lying about his age. I hear 35, 33, 32. Everybody know my age except fucking me, I guess. Like, I would get on here and post like the shit, but it's like, all right, for sure, get these niggas something to eat off of. Because if I post my ID, it's gonna be, oh, that's fake, or it's gonna have people. So I don't even give a fuck about that. Believe whatever the fuck y'all wanna believe. I really don't care. Like, I really, really, really don't care. So y'all keep pushing that narrative. And then two, the shit with me, Rory and Mal, when I went and sat down with them niggas at the BET Awards, I pulled up on them to see if the energy was real in person. I pulled on them to see if the energy was real in person. Nobody set that up. How the fuck would I just go sit down with them niggas and I know that it's smoke on the internet to look like that? I pulled up because I wanted to see if the energy was real in person because it felt personal. So I'm coming to, if somebody's in my same vicinity, I'm going to address the issue. That's it. That's all it was. That's it. I pulled up, sat down, we had a good conversation. That's what the fuck it was. That's it. Like, all the other shit, like, pop, like, that's what I said I did. Of course, I shot a little fat jab at Ma. Like, I'm a flame that nigga forever. Like, period. Nigga gonna flame me forever, and that's cool. But all the other, like, and you a woman, miss, like, respectfully. Like, that don't got shit to do with you. That don't got shit to do with you. You feel me? And Ma, like, nigga, we had a conversation. The conversation we had was a decent conversation. I didn't get on Gina Views and them talking like I'm this big dog. I said that. I didn't go over there. I went over there to see if the energy was the same in person. I didn't come. I know a couple places y'all was at, and I could have pulled up, but I ain't thought that was gangster. So stop playing with my fucking name. Put some respect on my. I ain't do all that. I let shit rock. Like, I let shit rock. I pulled over there with normal energy. I pulled over there with energy, of course, because I wanted to see if y'all's was the same. And it wasn't. It was like, oh, this is content. So I'm like, okay, for sure. I'm taking it too serious. Let me chill the fuck out. That's it. But don't make it like all this. Like, y'all gave me a platform with the mediocre this. You didn't have to give me a platform. Y'all didn't give me no platform. I was already gonna go viral for doing what the fuck I did. And it had nothing to do with just Maul. It was all about Joey. So just leave that shit alone. Like, this shit ain't even, let this shit go. Like, let this shit go. We almost at the end of the year, and y'all niggas is like harping, like, let this shit go. It ain't even none of that. Rory and Maul, you already know. Like, we already chopped it. If it is what it is, it's not what's up. What's the deal? Other than that, just leave this shit alone.
All right, so after this happened, some people kind of, including Demaris, took offense to the piece where Rayvon was basically saying it's between me and the guys. As a woman, stay out of it. Demaris had a tweet up where she says, telling me to stay out of men's business when ain't nobody fighting or shooting is crazy. You niggas are entertainers. I am so safe. OMG. All right. Now, to be fair on both sides of this, right? I think it may have been a misstep for Rayvon to explicitly say respectfully, miss, stay out of men's business or whatever that is. Right? Because you don't necessarily want to make it seem like I'm not going to address you because you're a woman or whatever the case may be, because some people are going to take it a certain way. However, I've been very vocal on my channel about when men go out their way to diss women. I never think it plays well, right? Because it just opens up a level of discourse that's just completely unnecessary, especially if you only mean it in one way. People are going to take it 20 different other ways. So the best thing to do, if it's not like something, if it's not a dispute between you and that person specifically, where, you know, there's details that you need to, you know what I mean, kind of go into, like, hey, me and her had a disagreement, like an actual disagreement, and this is what's going on. But just because she's a part of a podcast that you dealt with, she wasn't there, to my knowledge, when that interview happened. So she wasn't there for whatever that interaction was. So I do kind of think it probably would be best for her not to speak on it because she wasn't there. Especially if the guys aren't, right? But to just say, stay out of men's business, I don't necessarily agree with that, but I also don't agree with Demaris, because if he then takes time on during his response to disrespect you, call you out your name, or say something too aggressive, then that becomes a problem. Then that becomes part of your response to say, damn, look at how you talk to black women. So I think we got to all kind of be measured about how we react to each other within the space and how we provoke things, because things can go left either way. And that's on his part and hers. I think we all got to be responsible. It's easy to let your emotions take over you and crash out. But to what end? You know what I'm saying? That's my take on it. So here's the trailer of the conversation at hand that everybody's referring to.
BET Awards 2025, Rory, we are back.
Yes.
And we are sitting with someone who they probably thought we would sit down and chop it with at some point. We are with Rayvon. How you feeling, brother?
Feeling like TDE in this bitch.
Listen, man, listen. They didn't think that me and you would ever sit down and chop it.
Where were you at the first time you sent a tweet out about Maul? Like, give me that process of that first Maul tweet.
Oh,
when you popped it up.
What about the Drake glazing?
What about it?
I'm not no Kendrick glazing. I'm gonna say Drake is talented. I'm not gonna kill Kendrick.
I didn't kill Kendrick.
Yes, you do.
I didn't like that song. One song.
You did not.
But that's my nigga. I gotta ride with my man. If we playing ball right now, you gonna root for the other. You gonna root with your man.
In fact,
and that's always been my issue where the narrative has gotten lost with everything that Maul has been saying. Because Maul's been bigging up Kendrick since I met him. So when this happened, obviously UTDE, you West Coast, and I saw you talk about no matter what happens with Kendrick, that's our guy.
As you should.
So why, when it comes on this side, that's his man's for real. He's not allowed to.
That's my man's for real.
And that's what I respect.
That's what I'm saying.
So that's not glazing.
Yeah.
You supporting your actual friend is not glazing to me. That's why I don't like that word glazing. I think that shit is weird. Also, I think it's like pause.
That word is lazy. Using that word is lazy. You can use something else. Yeah, you can use something else. Like rock for his man. All right, cool. You supporting your man. Just like you were supporting Dot, I'm supporting Drake. That's all. Right or wrong. Right or wrong, though.
I'm gonna let niggas have it.
No, Rory, I'm not.
All right. So that's the gist of the conversation. We ain't trying to, watch the whole shit. Didn't try to be fucking communications, body language specialist or no shit. Right? But he said, I'm feeling like TDE in this bitch, though. He did do that. And he did confront Maul about the whole Drake Kendrick thing and his perspective in the battle. So I do think that I don't feel like Ray was lying, but I do feel like, again, there could have been a little extra steak sauce on it, talking about the temperature and the energy and all that, but again, we don't know what's going through his mind when he walks over to where they at in their little station that they had. And once he seen it was all good and they embraced him, then it's like, all right, bet, let's have a conversation. Let's chop it. Fuck it. So I think a lot of this is just being blown out of proportion. Everybody, like, ego. And again, Rory and Mal didn't even, from what I've seen, didn't have energy. It was just Demaris, going up for her guys. So I do think she kind of put a lot of dip on the chip for a situation that didn't necessarily call for it. Mal has been dissed by the entire internet for it to be like a Rayvon is the one that needs to catch this, in my opinion. But let me know what y'all think of it down below in the comments. Who do you think is necessarily right in this situation? Do you give it to Rayvon? Do you give it to Demaris? Do you think she was rightful in her rant that she went off on in the direction of Rayvon? Are you neutral? Do you not give a fuck? Let me know. All right. Be sure to like and share this video. If this is your first time seeing me on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Become an insider. I will catch y'all on the next one. Y'all be safe out there. Peace. King of my city and cul-de-sac. Coming out swinging like soldier rags. Leading my people like quarterback. Boy, I study this shit, I'm an almanac. Had to get up and grind. Knowledge is booming, I'm here to apply. Came with the chip and the dip, it just single the mind. We finna do more than survive. I need my check. Spinning the block for the Gouda. We hitting the jeweler to flood out the net. We don't do beef on computers, I'm straight out the sewer. We come when you rest. Niggas be looking perplexed, so keeping my foot on their neck. No map, I trust my gut for the quest. With drama, I'm fully abreast. I was ready for years and they doubted me. All of a sudden they tell me they proud of me. I've been dropping these haters like calories. Cross them out, I came back with some boundaries. Stand for my honor, but too raw, no corner. Packing the stick with a drummer. Wanna catch my bad, won't fumble. I done came too far to be humble.